Virgo, welcome back to your Mercury Day reading. You do get your readings every Wednesday, every Mercury Day. And you're also paired up with Gemini, so make sure you head over to the channel, especially if you have Gemini in your chart or know a Gemini, make sure to send them over that reading as you are uploaded on the same day here. So welcome back to the sanctuary, guys. I appreciate you all tapping in, my Virgoins. Just giving these decks a handy dandy shuffle here before we get into it. We already shuffled our other deck here, and this is the full moon, guys, in your sign here, Virgo. It's going to be a powerful reading, so make sure your ears and eyes are open. You know, your mind and first eye are wide open and things of that nature. You are wide aware, you're tapped in, you got the pen and paper, you got your tea, your weed, your licks, everything, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, you got it. All right, so get comfortable. Let's get into this reading today. Comment down below, let me know where you're tuning in from. We over here on the East Coast. If you didn't know, now you know, north side. So with that being said, we're splitting the deck. At the bottom of the deck, I do see fortune, progress. How and where are you progressing in your life here, Virgo? I'm seeing the full moon in your sign offering a lot of progress right here. This is a good omen. It lets me know that, one, sometimes the best thing to do is to go with the flow, but it lets me know that accomplishments are ahead. So, you know, keep that in mind. This lets me know that this is happening for the betterment of you, you know, so it's more fortunate. Whatever's going down is so you can progress to, you know, from the bottom to the top of the wheel, from the top to the bottom, getting through, you know, whatever you're working towards here, you know, that the full moon will be illuminating. So there's definitely a lot of wisdom here that is important in terms of going with the flow. It's going with the flow based upon wisdom. I see the Hierophant, you know, when the student is ready, the teacher appears, and vice versa. So, you know, we already split the deck. First card coming out for you here, Virgo. To start the reading, before we do, the most important part, Triple Three's Tarot, is you. Don't forget it. And we're starting off with the Ten of Swords, and this right here, the Ten of Swords, guys, the Gemini energy, it's in the past position. It lets me know you're no longer, you like this full moon in Virgo is shining the light on, you know, where you overthink, where you find your stresses, you know, where you find your worries, etc. And it's getting clear with all those things, you know what I'm saying? Not wasting time in areas that, you know, cause you to stress and overthink, etc., etc. Like all that's kind of a waste. So you're kind of moving forward with that. You're no longer communicating or overthinking where it is no longer necessary, Virgo. In your current energy, this is powerful right here. This is a Seven of Wands. I think that there's a lot of actions that you've done here, my Virgos, that the full moon is shining light on. That it has shown a lot of actions you've done that may have shined light, you know, whether it was whether intentional or unintentional. Sometimes you do things that's unintentional, but this Virgo full moon in this eclipse for you and your sign is really shining light on the actions that you've took, that you've set the stage for as well, to experience, you know. I'm also seeing that it's shining light on the actions, you know, that was just dramatic, you know what I'm saying? So instead of you know, the drama, you're kind of seeing, you know, how to take action and how to be passionate and motivated without being so dramatic all the time, right? Like you can still set the stage. This Leo energy, you can still set the stage, be passionate, and have your passion without embodying drama or dealing with drama. And I think that's what you're realizing, which is why you've separated, why you're no longer overthinking. This separation is there. That has been ruining your ways of thinking for a long time now here, Virgo. The hidden influence is a star, Aquarius energy. You could have some Aquarius in your chart, or you may be connected or know an Aquarius within your environment or online world, etc. So that could be Aquarius rising, moon, or sun, etc. But that's a powerful Aquarius influence, and it lets me know, even in your own life, that you have a powerful Aquarius influence. I'm hearing you have a very, I'm hearing you're known very strongly, like you're seen as a star amongst your community or like environment or neighborhood, city, etc. Also, there's a powerful network possibly within, for some of you guys, within your, social realms, online realms, digital realms. There's a powerful association towards your network there. So there's a lot of information that you may provide as well to your environment or to your online world. You can be seen as like this shining star of some sort here, Virgo. So whatever it is that you're communicating, don't hinder that, because that is very unique for you, right? And then this is for my Virgo moons, suns, risings. You could have a strong Aquarius placement. Don't be shy to communicate your knowledge. There's a lot of information that you could have to offer to the world here, right? That the world is just waiting for you to pour on, right? In terms of information, higher knowledge, and ascended information, right? The obstacle though for you is taking certain actions in ways that may be uncomfortable for you with the Five of Wands. Certain things you need to do. See, that's the thing with the masculine energy, with the Seven of Wands and your current energy. There's certain things you need to do and set the stage for. But these things are you're kind of like it makes you uncomfortable. They're new, they're uncomfortable. You kind of don't want to do it. So I don't think that you're restricted or you're unable to do it. I just think it's something that makes you emotionally uncomfortable doing. But I'm hearing that's the only obstacle to overcome. And once you can get over that hunch of uncomfortability, I'm hearing there's a lot to progress and there's a lot of growth there, right? So try not to hinder yourself just based upon you being uncomfortable. You have to really learn to embrace that uncomfortability at a certain extent, right? When there's actions are good for you, and your mind will keep you scared, then it's better for you to embrace and face those fears, right? Look that thing in the face and actually go for it when it's beneficial, but your mind is just not used to it. So spiritually speaking, you're gonna talk yourself out of it, right? But it's only because it's new and unfamiliar. So that's the only thing. When you get familiar with certain energies, then you can then you feel more comfortable with facing it head on, right? That's why the more you work out, the more you'll want to work out. The least you do, the least you want to, because it takes work and effort and things of that nature. But the more you do it, the more results you see. So of course, the more you're gonna do it, right? That's the same thing. The more you're willing to step out of the boundary and go and face the uncomfortable action is gonna lead to possibly the prosperous outcome that you're looking for, that'll make you comfortable, the comfortability that you're looking for. But you can't get the comfortability you're looking for unless you face the uncomfortability that's needed. See what I'm saying? Boom. Scorpio energy. You definitely could be emotionally connected to a Scorpio through information, consciousness. When I say emotionally connected, guys, water, the water element, because it's position 5, it's others' perspectives. One, before I speak on it in terms of external, I'm going to speak on it on internal. So number 5 is corresponding to your emotions. You're going through an emotional transformation right now, an emotional rebirth, right? Possibly triggered by a Scorpio, or you have a Scorpio in your life that that may have ushered this emotional transformation. But as I said, I'm seeing a powerful rebirth in terms of your own internal worth, your own internal value, your own internal fulfillments. You see what I'm saying? That's where the transformation is happening, which is very powerful. 13 energy is significant. As I said, I think other perspectives may be looking at you as well as someone who may be going through some sort of spiritual transformation, but it's not even that. I think they may not realize it's a spiritual transformation. They just look at it like, they just may not know how to interpret what you're going through. So they just may distance, but at the same time, you're going through an emotional transformation, and those who know. You know what I'm saying? And those who are true will embrace your truth. You see what I'm saying? Real recognize real. Despite what you're going through, real friends always will look out for you and be able to tell you the truth, despite what hurts or what not. They want you to do the best. You see what I'm saying? That's real friendship, real growth right there. Scorpio and Taurus got this card. This is coming in the best path for you to walk down as well. May want to check out some of those readings. But the 5 of disc, guys, It's to yeah, no, for sure. It's letting everyone know to embrace the worry. See, it's crazy because the full moon in Virgo, Virgo deals with overthinking and worry, but it's telling me right now you got to get organized and practical in terms of understanding so you can eliminate the worry. Like you not and the thing is, it's important to you to be worried about how people communicate with you and what they show you and what they don't show you and stuff like that, because that's clear, that shows clear communication, right? So keep that in mind. The five of discs, Taurus energy is a very stubborn energy. It lets me know you don't want to change understandings, your mental understandings and mindsets, but it's letting me know right here in position 6, that's what you need to be paying attention to, and that's where your focus actually needs to be, is understanding, right? And that may worry you. Changing your mindsets may worry you. Change in general may worry you, because Taurus doesn't like change. Taurus is stubborn, right? But you, as a Virgo, you're mutable. You can embrace the change a little bit more out of a accepting rate compared to a Taurus, and that could be that's a vague statement, because micro aspects and your house system plays, internal planets and things of that nature can play a part of that as well. You can be a Taurus but can be mutable, dominant mutable inner planets, so you're less stubborn than majority of Tauruses. You're more flexible, you know what I'm saying? So I get that. I'm just saying, on a very surface level, Virgo, you have the ability to be more flexible at a more natural rate than a Taurus is more fixed. So when they think about change, they get worried. You need to embrace the change and get organized where you need to change, where the mindset needs to be understood, the understanding. And also, the change doesn't just happen overnight, but through communication and vocation. So first of all, you need to, it's not what you need to do, but I would definitely recommend, like what I would do too, is to communicate with the people, places, and things I know that may help usher in this change. So you're communicating with similar people that also underwent this change, so you know what they went through, and you can speak with them about it. You're amongst like-minded individuals. That's the whole process, because spiritual transformation, guys, is very tough. A lot of people can go through this alone, and they end up crazy. They end up in mental hospitals. They end up in asylums. They end up killing themselves. Like, you have to remember, these dark times of the souls and these personal transformations, some people can't handle that. So you have to. It's important, if you're one that can't handle it, it's important to position yourself amongst similar people, or like like an idea or a practice that you can, you develop. You feel yourself connecting to you, or you connect to this thing that you want to uphold, or this new mindset. Maybe you can start affirming. Get some imagery, do a vision board, get some affirmations on the wall, right, to help aid this change, this mindset change. So, look at it every day, read it every day, get more comfortable with it. You get comfortable with the uncomfortable, and the uncomfortable becomes your new comfortable. And that's when things are boundless and limitless. Outcome card. 7 of Cups. This is a Scorpio energy as well. See, the outcome card here is the 7 of Cups. It's getting clear where you're actually fulfilled, where you find fulfillment. I think you have a Virgo. I think you have a lot of things in your life that you are fulfilled with, or fulfilled by, or bring you minor fulfillments, minor interests and things of that nature. But there's one thing, but doing that takes away from the one thing brings the most fulfillment. You need to cut out some of the, what I would do is, and it's not what you need to, guys, be mindful of that. Some people are sensitive to those words. I'm not telling you need to do shit. Number one, I don't want people to come, don't talk. Nah, I'm not telling you need to do shit. But what I would do is understand where you're spending a lot of your energy in terms of fulfillment, like what excites you. There's a lot of things that I can do that excites me, but it'll be not wasting, but depleting my time from the thing that actually brings the most results, right? So it's important to understand that, undergo that. There's a bigger thing here that has more to offer to you and to the world, but it doesn't get fully filled, because your energy is going to these other cups around you and things of that nature, other areas of fulfillment, other interests, other quote unquote quote 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 opportunities and things of that nature. But it then misses out on the big thing. It's like the thing. It's like you had this, but it has nothing to, it has like nothing to do with this major thing, right? That's the difference. So it's important you get clear with that. Get clear with that. So that's an important thing. Let's pull the mystery confirmation card for you here, Virgo. What am I seeing? I'm seeing air. Started the reading off with air, fire, air, fire. We have a little bit of water, fire, Martian energy, Scorpio, and then earth and water. Air, earth, fire, water. You have all elements here. It looks like you're trying to refine your balance here, Virgo. I like that. I like that for you. Boom. Guess what it is? Mystery confirmation card. Looks like we got the Four of Pentacles. It's developing some stability for yourself here. I'm also hearing during this process of transformation, Virgo, stay open-minded. Stay open-minded. This is the Fool energy. Sorry about that. It's the Fool card, and you got to stay open-minded and be ready to be ready. Like this is like preparation. The Fool. Talking about spontaneity, be spontaneous, be willing to think outside the box because you have this like, especially the Virgos watching this, you have this spiritual wisdom, you're on this spiritual plane, and you have to understand, you have to be able to think outside the box at that spiritual level when you're dealing with everyday, worldly, mundane like things. It's important to understand your because this spiritual plane that you perceive from, that thinks outside the box, is how you interpret the fog that these people down here, people, places, and things down here, that vibe down here that frequency can't interpret. You're able to understand both planes, but the thing about you, Virgo, is that the bottom plane, the earthly plane, you kind of match it. You don't look at it from an angelic, higher divinely plane, spiritual plane. You see what I'm saying? To interpret that, when you get in the world, you kind of get influenced with the world type things. Cause like that Virgo Virgin energy, it's just like a purity. So it starts to get involved, and you think everyone down here as well is like you, like a spiritual warrior, and it's not the case. That's not the case. That's not the case. I'm telling you right now that it's not the case. So however you're interpreting things, you have to be spiritually tapped in when you're doing things amongst the world, so you have a higher level of discernment. That's what allows you to think outside the box and allows you to maintain your purity as well, because you understand this higher spiritual understanding, and that many people may not understand or can interpret the higher understanding. But when you interpret it, that'll save you from a lot of the 3D bullshit that many mundane people go through, because you have this higher intuition, this higher plane, right? And it's not even something that's higher, but I'm going to say more expansive. It's more expanded. It's more evolved, right? It's a more evolved compared to de-evolved light. So you're able to see or perceive, right, with the mind's eye at a broader range. You see what I'm saying? So you're able to interpret more situations and circumstances from that plane specifically. Understood? Virgo, I hope this brought you clarity. As I say, Four of Pentacles as the mystery confirmation card. This is good. This is stability. This is practicality. This is new understanding. This is you. I'm hearing embracing the new understanding, embracing the mindset, and this is you getting greedy, but this is you getting greedy with your own mind. This is you getting greedy with your own knowledge. It's like, and greed is not like, I'm not talking about that nefarious greed. Oh, this is all mine, and oh, I want all the money in the world, or oh, all this material. No, this is like a spiritual, higher essence of understanding, and you're like, you know what? You're embodying it now. You actually starting to feel it and understand it. Like it's embedding in your soul now, and you're waking up. That's why I feel for you, this is a very strong reading, Virgo. Happy in full moon. Happy motherfucking full moon for sure, my French. And, I like this for you. Long story, I like this for you. And y'all don't be offended. If y'all are offended by cursing, I apologize. But at the end of the day, Fuck, man, it is what it it is what it is. This is dope. Happy full moon, man. You gotta let the energy out. Go, stay, double down on your health, double down on the exercise, go for a walk, get the fresh air, stay on the health. I got some kombucha right here for the gut, the enzymes, full moon, guys. It's gonna be eliminated. Stomach aches are on the rise during full moons and things of that nature. So take care of yourself, guys. Be ahead of the game. Don't be a sheep. And yeah, best thing I can say. And if you are a sheep, I have nothing against you. You're here rocking with a lion, right? And at the end of the day, I'm only here to be a leader and to be a guide. So don't shoot the messenger and things of that nature. But it is what it is. So shout out to the angels, shout out to the messengers, and we gonna get it done. Virgo, happy full moon. As always, I'm watching from afar. And I'm rooting for you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everyone bumping the slaps and things of that nature, supporting the channel. It's 333, man. We yaddy.